It's 2 a.m. The room is quiet. Your thoughts feel clear. And your mind promises tomorrow will be different. You'll finally start. You'll finally change your life. Then the sun comes up. By 10 a.m., the plans are gone. You can't even get out of bed. Why does the night make us believe and the morning make us quit? In the next few minutes, I'll show you the real reason this keeps happening, what night motivation really is, why it feels so real, the danger it hides, and the only way out. So what night motivation really is, and what's the real reason it keeps happening? The truth? It is only an illusion. It's your brain playing a trick on you. It's not a sudden surge of genius, and it's certainly not a sign you finally changed. It's just temporary mental hallucination created by the unique conditions of the late night hours. You see, at night, your body slows down, distractions fade, and your mind is clearer. You're no longer facing the weight of the day. No bills, no work, no responsibilities. Instead, you're safe inside your head, imagining who you could be and what your life could look like. That's why everything feels possible at 2 a.m. But it's all happening in your head, not in the real world. Your brain gives you the feeling of progress without you moving an inch. It is just a dream that feels like discipline. And when the morning comes, reality pulls you back down. But if it's all in our imagination, why does it feel so real? Why does it feel like you're on the verge of solving all your life's problems? The answer is dopamine, the brain's little motivation molecule. When you're lying in bed and all those ideas start flowing, that brilliant business plan, that inspired workout routine, your brain isn't focused on the effort required. It's focused entirely on the future reward. And that's because your brain is designed to seek pleasure. So when you simply plan something exciting, it releases dopamine, the same chemical hit you get from achieving something. This is called a cognitive shortcut, and it works like this. You imagine the goal. I'll start that business tomorrow. Then your brain gives you the reward now, a surge of feel-good chemicals that makes you feel productive, powerful, and energized, as if you've already launched it. But because you've just experienced the joy of success without doing the work, this false high tricks your mind into believing this late-night state is genuine and important. Essentially, your brain is getting addicted to the idea of change without ever changing something. It's a low-effort, high-reward trap. You feel amazing, you feel productive, but all you've really done is given yourself a small shot of happiness that wears off the minute the alarm goes off. But that false feeling of accomplishment isn't just harmless. It's actively sabotaging your success. Because the real danger of night motivation isn't the wasted minutes. It's the damage it does to your ability to take real action during the day. Here are the two hidden harms caused by that 2 a.m. burst of motivation. First, and most obviously, this habit robs you of the sleep you need for willpower. You've convinced yourself you're preparing for a productive day, but by staying up, you are doing the opposite. The part of your brain that controls discipline, focus, and decision-making needs deep sleep to recharge. When you lose that sleep, your willpower tank is empty by 10 a.m. That means the brilliant plan you made at 2 a.m. is impossible to follow through on because you are literally too tired to choose effort over comfort. Second, you are cementing a harmful habitual loop. Every time you feel that dopamine rush at 2 a.m., your brain learns to associate productivity with the bed, not the desk. You are training your mind to confuse planning with execution. You get the feeling of being a productive without ever having to face the risk, rejection, or difficulty of starting the task itself. You are conditioning yourself to believe that thinking about it is doing it. Now, you might wonder if there's any way out of this infernal circle. And fortunately for you, there is. But unfortunately, It's not that simple. You see, the common advice for how to get rid of night motivation is complete garbage. They create some fancy routine for you. They tell you to write some useless stuff in a notebook. They gave you some sleeping pills, but that's just a band-aid on a broken system. You don't need a hack. You need a total system owner override. You need to stop chasing motivation and start chasing exhaustion. Because the reason your brain is generating these huge, ambitious plans at 2 a.m. is that it's fundamentally bored and underutilized during the day. Night motivation is a symptom of low daytime effort. So what you need is a purpose that demands your full energy and time. Because the only way to kill night motivation is to make your day so physically and mentally demanding that your brain doesn't have the spare capacity to run an idea-generating fantasy factory at 2 a.m. So you must identify a clear goal, a purpose, or a difficult challenge that genuinely excites you and requires maximum effort. Then, you commit to paying the price of that commitment every single day. You must work so hard during the day, on your business, on your craft, in your fitness, that by 10 p.m., your conscious mind is completely spent. This trains your brain that the true reward comes from facing resistance, not from dreaming about it. So when you go to bed after a day of honest, strenuous work, your brain doesn't see a quiet space for brainstorming. It registers one urgent biological imperative: recovery. You replace the low-effort, high-reward trap that we talked about earlier with a high-effort, high-fatigue system. Your head hits the pillow, and your brain instantly shifts into deep sleep mode to repair the energy deficit you deliberately created. You won't have the mental bandwidth or the emotional energy for the fantasy of, "I'll start tomorrow," because you've already started, and you're already exhausted.